Fashion! All right, yeah.
All right, let's talk tops.
Let's take a look. It's on the screen. This is Lorelai in the first scene. What are those words on the T-shirt?
For something, something, peace, something, be, something, peace.
Do you think Lorelai gives a shit about peace? Like at all?
I feel like all of her shirt, like she was just one day like, well, I left my parents' house. Let's hit up Goodwill and just get everything they've got.
And then let's go, of course, to this slide of Michelle.
Good old.
Looking dapper as usual. Your Michelle impression is so much better than mine. It makes me sad.
You.
Michelle, where did you buy that suit, Michelle?
Oh, this suit was bought at Brooks Brothers, and I got my shoes at Johnston and Murphy.
I'm surprised you shopped at Brooks Brothers, given that they're an American company.
Well, I do love Americans.
Ooh, like Lindsay, you're still planning for her, right?
Yes, and I also love Lance Bass, who I modeled my haircut after.
Yeah, that's
Have we ever talked about his little chin? What would that be? Soul patch.
His soul patch?
Yeah.
You know who else has a soul patch?
Guy Fieri.
Bruce Springsteen. Anyway.
Oh, the same person.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Shitty food. Okay, let's go to this slide. Let's break down Jackson Douglas's attire in the. His sweet little smile. I love Jackson.
Yeah, he's great. Every time he wears that skull cap, I think he's one of the Home Alone robbers.
I realized I said Jackson Douglas. It's actually Jackson Belleville. Whatever,
yeah.
Whatever the hellville. So he's wearing like a paisley button-up, but then underneath that is a long-sleeve shirt, and then overalls, and then like a huge Home Alone outfit. By the way, you gotta love the dude just getting into that tomato.
Okay, yeah. This dude got $100 a day to just eat a tomato behind some people. And he's like, yeah, I'll eat the fucking tomato. Give it to, like, whatever.
Him and that tomato are getting married.
I hope this dude got, like, an agent off of just like, we saw how you ate that tomato and we want to sign you today.
The food that leads to... What was the tagline for tomatoes? Tomatoes. They lead to sex.
Oh, yeah, no, tomatoes. Try a tomato, they lead to sex.
Okay. And this is the trio of Lorelai and Suki and Jackson in the kitchen. This is Lorelai's, like, uniform now. It's a button-up shirt and a vest over it. Like, I like it. I love it. It's the professional woman with one... What?
Is Suki wearing a Kangol?
A what?
A Kangol, like Samuel L. Jackson's hat of choice. It looks like it.
She's recruiting Lorelai to be an Avenger.
I just saw Jackie Brown.
No, it's not a Kangol. It's one of her classic bandanas.
Oh, I hoped.
And that's a chef's smock, right?
Yeah.
The chef coat. Don't breathe at us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
We'll never get it wrong again until the next episode.
One of the best things about live shows, real-time corrections.
That's true.
So we don't have to go on Twitter and be like, oh, you're right. We're sorry. We screwed it up. It's true. This is Rory's outfit.
Love the Argyle.
This kind of reminds me of that sweater vest that Lorelai was wearing that was like Queen of Diamonds style. And yeah, no, I like the sweater. I like the way her hair is growing out.
It's very
I'm not sure about the leggings, tights.
Leggings.
Leggings?
I had a 50-50 shot and I took it, okay?
Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Love me for my confidence, not for my correctness.
Amen. But I like it. It's cute.
Yeah.
I give it
thumbs
up.
I love those boots, too. Paris is wearing plaid. She was preparing to go to bed.
Plaid wrists.
She's wearing some sort of flannel pants.
If I can introduce this one, because I think we talked about it backstage, and we both had the same reaction. On a gas tire.
Yeah, that woman.
That's on a gas tire, guys. It's not, but it could be.
Yeah.
That's what's her face in the... We're so qualified to do this.
Cute lady.
Yeah, cute. Oh, they love saying the word cute.
They really do.
Cute.
They're like, the kids love abbreviations. Let's just throw some in there at random.
And then this is, of course, Jackson and on a gas tire. Jackson at full John Lasseter effect at this moment.
He's doing the full Jimmy Buffett. Also, there is a Kangol in the back.
There is a Kangol.
My Kangol senses are never wrong.
You were just a little bit early.
Yeah.
Which is a common problem. This is Hep Alien in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I feel like Zach and Brian constantly dress like middle schoolers, right?
Yeah. Except Zach is the middle schooler who doesn't know how to button all the way to the top.
He hasn't quite taken that leap yet.
Yeah. One day when he has chest hair.
Oh man. And then I want to show this slide of Lane standing in her room and just how decked out, because now she's living on her own. She's living with the band, and she doesn't have to live that double life where like the closet is the big lounge area.
Yeah.
But I wonder if secretly, here's the scene I want to see. She opens the closet and it looks like a church because she misses Mrs. Kim. So there's like Bibles and hymnals and like a crucifix.
That would be adorable.
And a picture of Mrs. Kim like crying because she's left
They
her.
haven't even touched the Mrs. Kim storyline in so long that would be a perfect like just nod.
I miss Mrs. Kim.
Yeah.
And Keon. What do you think Keon's plotting up to right now?
Now that Lane is out of the house, all I have to do is get plastic surgery to look like Lane Kim.
She's just planning the most devious, like, full-on face-off.
Ooh, a Keon Lane face-off. That's a movie I want to see.
Very Travolta Cage.
John Woo. This is Rory in her dorm room. I don't think
She looks like a college brochure.
She often looks like a college brochure.
Just like, these are the kind of students at our campus.
But this is blue on blue with like green jeans.
I mean, Lane was also wearing blue on blue. I think, is this while they're on the phone with each other?
Yeah.
They were just like,
That's
put
how
him-
in sync they are with each other, guys.
What are you wearing? Blue. What are you wearing? Also blue.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Mamma mia. Oh boy. And then here's what I appreciate. This is where they so often dress up Paris like in these like dour clothes and these muted palettes and kind of frumpy. So I like that this is somewhat resembling what a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old would wear.
You think a 20-year-old wears a bunch of Colonel Sanders ties?
Wait, I think those are K's actually.
Oh, you think a 20-year-old's just like, come on,
Oh boy.
okay. Hey, no, as long as it's not in a multiple of 3, it's fine.
So if it's 2, okay.
Yeah, if
4, okay. But the one.
Any other, get it out of here.
Any other multiple.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the dreamboat of the hour, who we all love.
Dean pictured here taking a shit.
On the tomatoes.
Yeah. Why can't we get our tomatoes as tasty as Jackson does?
On a little flip flown. Flip flown? Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, his
What were you
hair
trying
looks
to
better, but yeah, his little face in this scene just really bummed me out.
Can you come here? Can you pick me up after soccer practice?
I'm a little boy. And of course, this is Taylor at the town meeting being like, hey, it is what it is.
Standing next to some living art.
Oh, this is him delivering one of the weirdest lines of the episode that was, don't hate the messenger, hate the tick.
Yeah.
Which I think is a don't hate the player, hate the game joke, but I'm not sure.
Well, we know Taylor loves hip-hop based on a recent episode. So I guess so. Every time Miss Patty, she loves to wear these scarves that it's like the scarf is the normal thing, and then she wears like this big LSD painting that is just the most fantastic thing.
Rory, try LSD. It's better than anything.
Try LSD and imagine all the plums you could eat.
Oh, brother. And if you'll notice, I mean, the last episode hasn't come out, but the panel that always sits next to Taylor at the town meetings, besides Miss Patty, always different.
Always old people.
Always old people. Our theory is that they either die off or they get killed off by someone who's like trying to ascend to power. To power.
Yeah,
that's right.
I think it's funny that there's a big election for the person standing behind the podium, but no one cares who's on the stage.
Yeah, like he has everyone hates that person.
Right.
Like everyone's gonna hate Jackson. This is Suki, Lorelai, and John Lasseter sitting at the town meeting. And this is, I think we've picked up on a pattern that we haven't talked about too much on the show. Lorelai is super into shirts with dogs on them.
Yeah.
She wears 2 in this episode. 2 doggy shirts.
This is like Spuds McKenzie meets Rosie the Riveter or something. Just like, we can do it, bark. Oh my God, I just noticed this weird like talisman that Suki is wearing around her neck.
To ward off evil spirits from Jackson's crops.
Right.
They're also ghost hunters. Did you know that?
Oh, great. I'll see that spinoff.
Suki's wearing a lovely button-up. I love the side-eye Gypsy's given in the background, by the way.
Gypsy's always
okay.
like just an angle off mugging the camera. I love it.
I love it. And then let's talk about, the character we were always hoping would come back.
Shell?
Clara.
Clara!
This weird, I've never experienced such a weird little sister character
This
in
Avril
any TV show.
Lavigne loving married woman hating.
Who at the same time is so young yet so old. There's something about her that's like so like...
Wasn't she like 10 years younger when we last saw her?
Sure, well at the carnival.
Yeah.
Where she was goading Jess, you missed every time.
Yeah.
Like speaking in this real weird like old lady voice. I don't understand it. But hey, she's back and she's a redhead now. And are those letters on her? No, they're like flowers.
They're flowers.
Yeah.
But they look like paint splotches on like an alphabet book for kids.
And then maybe the greatest one-off character of all time, Mrs. Dean's mom.
Oh, yeah.
The intensity of which was, I thought the way this scene was handled and all the discomfort of his home was pretty perfectly done.
It was.
Hard to watch and pretty well done.
But also, what kind of mom who is still reeling from her son's divorce is like, oh, the woman who broke up our family, come on in, come on in.
She also says, your father's in the basement. He says hi. What is Dean's dad doing in the basement?
He's building a time machine so he can go back before his damn son was born. That's his like pet project. He's like, where's Dean? He just came home, honey. I'll be in the basement.
He wants to It's a Wonderful Life that shit.
One of these damn days.
Or maybe it's like a plot to bring down and destroy Rory at some point or another. Like there's pictures of her, yarn
red
going
string, yeah.
between the pictures.
For real, I would imagine that his father is just like, the homewrecker's coming over. I don't want to be in the room. And his mom's just like, then go in the basement, honey. You don't have to see them, but we got to be nice to Dean. This is what he wants, so we should be supportive. And Dean's like, is it cool if I bring my friend over to have sex in the room while Clara listens to Avril Lavigne through our very thin walls?
Complicated, baby. And then, I don't think we need to look at this guy again. This is Dean again. We'll just keep moving
his
on.
airplanes like he's a 12-year-old.
I do love these little outfits. See, this is Lorelai's other little doggy shirt.
Oh yeah,
right.
She went with subtlety for the campaign, but she's still
on like the right pocket. Yeah. I love Suki is like such a good like politician's wife. Like the cadence that she uses when she introduces Jackson onto the stage.
And she does
so
the little the thumb point where she just got like a thumbs up at all times, but still going like yay. It's very Hillary Clinton.
I think we were all thinking that. Suki is very Hillary Clinton. Do you know who one of my favorite bands is?
Hoobastank?
Well, yeah, that's number one. Number two is Bare Naked Ladies. Number three, B&L, is the Talking Heads.
Yeah.
This is not my beautiful house. This is Kirk wearing a suit, reporting the poll results. He looks like David Byrne and Stop Making Sense, doesn't he?
A suit does not fit him. He's doing his best Nate Silver impression by taking a poll of one person.
Oh, so sad. I mean, he wants to help. He means well.
It's funny, though, because, like, he's right with the proportions, but it's still like, when you figure that out, don't you just go, oh, maybe this doesn't work?
Not Kirk. He won't take no for an answer, fashion-wise. And we know that later because he has one of the best lines of all time. Someone says, sit down, and he says, I can't. These aren't my pants. With no explanation given at all. And that is perfect. Those are the kind of jokes on Gilmore Girls.
We don't need to know what happened. We'll just make it up in your mind.
Yeah, choose your own adventure with Kirk's pants. But if you had to, whose pants do you think they're Lulu's pants?
Oh, that's funny. Like, in between campaigning, Lulu's like, Kirk, come home. We've got some campaigning to do of our own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some poll results.
Yes.
Some chads are dangling. Okay.
You'll never guess who's at the top of these charts.
Yeah. I just like, this is Lane in the diner as well. Just beaming with pride for her burgers that she's carrying.
Lane always looks so cute at the diner. I love it.
Yeah, she's there to work. Luke looks distraught in this particular screen cap.
I'd be distraught too if a political campaign was headquartered in my busy diner.
Right. And then, of course, who can make the sun rise? This is Taylor and his Paul F. Tompkins cosplay.
It's great.
Which I don't know. I guess I just associate with him now. So this was the deal. Is Taylor at one point campaigns by saying free ice cream for all registered voters, taking the crowd away from little Davy, who was being used as an election prop.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious. Actually, I do want to, while we're on the subject, I want to play that clip and listen to the noises that Jackson makes while picking up this child. It's unlike anything we've heard from Jackson.
Quick, give me the baby.
Is he gonna sell it?
He's gonna eat that baby.
It was some Tim Allen shit.
Yeah. It was also very, like, Grinchy of him.
Oh, yeah, you wanted to play You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, over that. And then this is Lorelai and Rory just chilling out with a lot of distance between them. How do you feel about the way Lorelai is supporting Rory or not supporting Rory?
I think she's supporting her to the best of her ability while also being, like, she's trying not to support what is happening because it's a mess, but also being like I can't stop her from doing this, so I'll just silently let her know that I'm not cool with it, but also make sure she's okay, which is what the whole how is Dean thing was. But she's not doing a great job of it because she was just like, so how was Dean? So
it's tough, man, and we've talked about it before, but the hardest thing in the world is when you love someone to support not the hardest thing in the world. There's childbirth's probably harder. But like a tough thing to do is to support someone without affirming the action.
Yeah.
So I love you, I'm with you, I'm for you, but this is no bueno. And doing that is really tough.
Yeah. It's like, hey man, see you're still doing the heroin. How's that going?
Aw, so sad.
What? It's not a specific person.
So sad.
Heroin is real. I didn't make it up. Why are you guys like, oh, Dimmy, don't talk about heroin.
Too soon, dude.
Too soon.
I thought you were going to take your hat off in mourning.
Here's to heroin.
A drug we wish would die off. And then this is Suki in her electoral getup. Yeah. I think this is so cute.
She looks like Jackie Kennedy. I love it.
By the way, who out there is wearing the I voted stickers? Big stars holla for the Gillies that passed those out. That's amazing. And yeah, I love it. Although it could be a bathrobe, right? That Suki's wearing.
For sure.
I love her hair in this season. I really do. And then this might be my favorite top 10 outfits Lorelai's ever worn for me. I just love this look. I think it's so cute. I know it's like fun and kind of quirky and weird, but like
Venetian canoe paddler.
I think it's adorable, though. It's like, hey, it's an election. Like, this is why people love Gilmore Girls.
It is
because
adorable.
Of these little touches.
But it's also just like, I don't see, hey, it's an election. I see, hey, I'm the stork and I'm bringing you some mail or something.
You think she looks like a stork?
I'm thinking she looks like the Vlasic pickle guy. Or like a guy who's got a cane and is just kicking around like, hello, my baby, hello. Like,
so she's Michigan J. Frog.
She's Michigan J. Frog in
right.
like the 1800s. Before they invented black hats.
Okay. And then let's talk about Brian's getup.
Oh,
fellas.
I couldn't even see him because of all the camo.
Here's a tip, fellas. I don't know much about fashion, but here's what I know. Maybe don't wear a tie without a collared shirt. Maybe don't
punk,
do that.
Man. That's punk.
That's punk? That's punk as hell. So Brian's wearing that. This is him looking disgusted at. By the way, how much do we love that they're learning, believe it or not, minutes before they go out on stage? They are listening to it for the first time.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's like the millionth time, and they're just like
still
standing there in a zombie gaze at the boombox.
We're supposed to believe they're so good they can just learn a song minutes before they go on stage. In which case, when they're discussing their playlist an episode before, why not just listen to a cool song and be like, oh, we'll add that to the playlist, instead of being like, well, we only have these songs by U2. Like,
wait, they weren't doing U2
no, but
covers,
they said like Chicago, U2. Oh, we can do some Quarter Flash, and apparently they can do any song in the world with a couple of minutes' notice.
I'm Gil.
I'm Gil. Yeah. He looks like
What does
Fabio.
he do to his hair to get it like that every day? Or is that all natural?
No, he stands on top of a dragon off a mountain's cliff. That's what he does. He literally looks like a romance novel cover.
I endorse it.
Yeah.
I endorse it. And I just want to put up this picture of Suki at the election. She's just so sweet. I just love her so much. Oh my gosh. And is this the first episode in Real-Time Correction? That's what it's all about. Is this the first episode where you hear them announced as Hep Alien as a band?
I'm pretty sure. We know that they were on the sandwich flyer a few episodes back, but like they don't have any stories to how they got their name. They just did it.
It's a classic Palladino move.
Yeah.
Which is have the action take place off screen. And guess what happened?
Which is fine because we know we know the backstory is that it's a reference to a real person, but I think that it would have been fun to also have just be like, how about the Hep Cats? No, how about Total Alien? Hey, how about Hep Alien? Or something like that.
I could get used to that.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of the rally and Hep Alien playing and all of our thoughts about it, we would be remiss not to include in the conversation these people.
Oh my God. The woman on the left
I want to talk about these people all night long.
She is possessed.
These are the two girls and one man who is destroyed, I believe, on the right-hand side of the frame. He is losing
This dude was like, Jackson's elected, I'm getting fucked up, whatever. But this woman is just dancing she's losing all control of her bodily functions as she hears the world's greatest cover of the Greatest American Hero theme song.
And by the way, the one who's possessed, if you look at the woman behind her, she could give a shit about what's happening. Man.
I'm so sick of going to concerts and someone getting fucking zombified.
Do you like how the Fashion Report has evolved to criticize the day players?
Oh, it's never criticized for me. It's just, you look like this. I'm not saying whether or not that's a bad thing. I'm not criticizing her fashion. Her fashion is,
that dude, I want to talk to that dude on the right
Let's have him for a
frame.
Gilmore Gab, yeah.
Oh, man, that'd be delightful.
Now, when you had to play drunk man at an election rally, how did you get
If we had like a 2-hour-long Gilmore Gap with that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Where he just tells us about all the drugs he did before they shot.
I did Oxycontin, I did Klonopin, I did it all, man.
How do you feel about Jackson's tie in this scene? This is when he's accepting / not accepting the nomination. It's not great, is it?
Yeah.
It's pandering to America.
America deserves better.
You know who's too smart to be pandered to?
Ooh.
Philadelphia!
See, the crowd is getting, they're like, no, we get it.
There's some diminishing returns. I feel them. And then,
Rory, I put on the dirtiest jacket I could find to come in.
I don't mind that jacket. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. But
Let me guess, you have that jacket.
I don't. No, I don't have it in brown, dude.
That's not brown. That's like vomit green.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it brown? This is like what color's the dress, part 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just...
Dean at the rally with the blue shirt, white undershirt. Don't unbutton to show the white undershirt. Just button that shit up.
Yeah, just button it up. I mean, there's not really any real criticism of Dean to be had at this point. But he's just... I mean, in terms of fashion.
Further, yeah.
Yeah, he's fine, but it's just so...
Wait a
Come
minute.
on.
Is that a mullet? Is he rocking a mullet?
He is not, but I wish he was.
Oh.
I would be on Team Dean if he wore a mullet just for one episode.
And we got to put one more up, and this one's for the ladies out there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He is literally looking at her with bedroom eyes.
Luke. This is Luke. This is at the end where Lorelai realizes for the first time in 8 years, oh, you go to bed early because you got to wake up early.
Well, she's never had to probably call him at night. Well,
sure she has.
Well, here's the thing. If she has, I imagine he's just like, what's up? And she doesn't see him be awake at
So she's just been ignorant of it to this point.
Yeah, or just she's like, I need coffee. I don't care what you're doing. It's 4 a.m. I don't know.
So she's been calling him at 2 in the morning for the last 8 years, and he's just been pretending because he's been pining for so long. This is Luke Dane. I mean, Luke's a good-looking dude here, guys.
Yeah. Vomit green works for him.
He's down to... That is not all green is vomit green.
All green is vomit green to me.
Hashtag not all green. This is...
Wait, hashtag not Al Green?
Nope. He looks good. Is this what women want? Is this what women want?
Why don't you ask Helen Hunt?
Oh, that's
a
true.
reference.
Do you like in that movie how what women want is like, oh, I looked at his butt again. Oh, no. That's all her thoughts are in that movie. We'll move on. Do we have a bonus? Let's just talk about Lane right here.
I love that she gets her hair done for every show they do.
Yeah, that's probably her biggest expense right now. It's just hair products.
For sure. That
She's
and her
cute.
secret Bible closet, I guess.
I know. She's having a little church in her closet every week.
Every person in this episode has like a weird necklace. I mean, hers is fine. It's just an L. But why does everyone all of a sudden have necklaces and like...
Maybe there's an invisible supernatural subplot. Padalecki, supernatural.
Yeah.
But maybe like there's some weird shit.
Maybe it's one in the
Would
same.
you like to see the Stars Hollow townies like fighting ghosts and shit?
100%.
Wait,
100%.
What would Miss Patty's defense be against them?
Miss Patty would try to seduce the ghosts and then like slam a door shut on them or something.
And Maury would just play them to sleep.
Yeah.
And then decapitate
Come on,
them.
give it what you got. Come at me. Come at me.
You gotta give it a little something.
Like Burgess Meredith in Rocky or something. You gotta get him.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I can't stop imagining the
Let's
Stars
keep it
Hollow
going.
versus the ghosts. We're gonna write. That's the next script we'll write. Yeah.
And Kirk is like their secret weapon.
Kirk is like
He's secretly amazing at fighting ghosts.
he's the one who is like just being like, I don't think there's any such thing as ghosts. And then he turns around and sees a ghost, and like his skin goes white, and he's like, and he runs away and like trips, his pants fall, he farts, like just the most embarrassing shit.
But
for
then
him.
the ghost laughs himself to death.
Right.
At Kirk's
And everyone's like,
misfortune.
Kirk, you got one. He's like, oh yeah, I meant to do that. We're writing the perfect cliche ghost murder mystery.
This is some sweet ass fanfic, bro, and I think that's been the fashion report. Fashion. Woo!
Thank you.